Hello, everyone. As you remember in our previous class, we faced some of the challenge of forgetting the password. What do I say? I say this regarding the class of Linux or any pathway you will face, the issue of forgetting the password. Let's take an example. I have the list of the users. I have the list of the users in my system here. I have a different users, and different users, each user has the password, right? Each user has what? Each user has password. Okay. Okay. So each user has his own password. So take an example, you have like 5 users. Let's take an example. You want to list all users. Let's say we have second example, you want to list all the users by looking, let's take an example, just for simple example. Let me open the file here, or no need to open here. Let me say cd, say I come here, etc. All right, so I change my password, I change my local user to etc, and I say cd, let's say, let me do ls here. So as you can see here, it gives us, so many, file which we have here. Let me take, for example, say cat PSW, right? So in this PSW, it shows different users whom we might have here. We have the user one here, HD user is here. Is one the user which we have. We have MySQL user, I have a SSG user. So I'm going to use this user, right? I'm going to use that user, right? So or else, you may want to create one more user. Let's say you are interested and you want to create one more user. For example, I'm going to add one more user here. Let me say, let's say I'm going to provide the following. Let's say I put user add. Let me put the name. Let me put the name as James. Right? Say the permission is denied. I say sudo user add James. All right. And again, I say errors here. It shows, the different users whom I may have here. And I say once again, I'm going to do this. I said cat pass. As you can see, user James is added here, right? User James is added. Let's take an example. Let's say let's say you want to okay, let's say you want to to give the password to the user whom you have created. Remember, we create the user whose name is who? James, and you want to put the password to James, right? So what will you do? You just for say sudo so James one. As you see, we are in this James one here. We are on a James here. So what we do here, he does not have a password, right? So you need to give him a password. As you created, there's no password at all, and you want to give him a password. Take an example. You say PW, PSWD, and say put the password. I put password, and what does it say? Authentication token manipulation error password unchanged. So nothing is there, right? So I again come back here. I said exit, and I say sudo pw2 James, right? So I give him a password. I put the following. Okay, password is successfully changed. Now, if I say sudo su and I say James, right? What does it say here? What does it do? Okay, and I create this one here. Sorry, it's the password or what? Let's say sudo su James. All right, let me again, this is very interesting. I say sudo su James, and again it comes there. So again, let's say I want to change once again. Let's say once again, I'm going to change to this user. Let's say I want to once again I want to log in to the user whom I have created. Or is that user? Take an example. You want to change to this user sudo. Okay, let's say we display the user Joe there, right? We display the user Joe. Let me change to this user. Let's say sudo James su James. So it's asking password, right? So I may put my password here. So we are there. He does not have any root. That's why it's showing them like that one. Before he didn't. Let's say I again say, let me exit him, and I say su James. And the password, I give wrong one. You say password, it's wrong. And again, I say su James. Sorry. I put another password. You don't remember. Okay, you don't remember. So what will you do? How will you change the password? Okay, so let's say you forgot the password. So what you will do as far as you say, you log in as a root. You say sudo su root. Now you are there as a root, and after logging as a root, you need to give the following. You say is W. You say you put here username. You put here the username. The username is who? The username, for example, for my case here, I put the username whom I have here is the username whom I have here is James, right? I give the password. Okay, it says successfully password is changed. All right, the successful password is changed. So you need to type login as a user, login as a root, and then you change. All right, so that's all. The way you can change the password to any particular user, you need to log in as a root, and then you can be able to, to change the password.